going on, dudes? We're going to be doing a recap of Microsoft's E3 press conference. My name is Skippy Cash, and I'm joined by Heybai.
Greetings.
And let's get into it.
The forest is known for its versatility
Stop.
and
It's over.
expansion of wildlife.
The show kicked off with Bonnie Ross talking about Halo 5 Guardians, and they showed some gameplay with Spartan Locke and his squad of Spartans searching for the Master Chief. It looked pretty interesting. They were finding Master Chief's assault rifle on the ground, scanning the area. From this presentation, it's clear that 343 is trying to convey the importance of Spartan Locke's character and his fire team Osiris as they search for the Master Chief. I'm sure in this campaign there is going to be parts where you play as the Master Chief, but as they're showing here, you'll also be playing as Spartan Locke. They also showed off the Spartan abilities that we saw in the multiplayer beta. That looks exciting.
It's also important to point out that's our first look at the Halo 5 Guardian in the background. Whatever its role plays to be determined. And this, our first look at a possible antagonist for the story, a Forerunner or Promethean of sorts that seems to be more sentient than the Prometheans we saw previously in Halo 4. Now we have a kickoff with Halo 5 Guardians Warzone, a new multiplayer mode.
Warzone is basically a new and evolved form of big team battle, and it's going to be 2 teams of 12 facing off with also computer AI in the mix. This means there will be moments where computer bosses will appear in the match, and players will gun them down in order to gain points actually towards winning the match. Next up was ReCore. What do we know about this, Will?
Well, it's from Armature Studio, and it's from Kaiji Inafune, so the developer of Mega Man and Dead Rising. And it seems he might have some relationship with Microsoft now, because Dead Rising 3 seemed to be exclusive to Xbox One for some time before it made its way to PC. But this game seems to be an adventure game of sorts, and you seem to be playing as this female character. And it seems to be some form of post-apocalyptic world where you're fighting robots, but you seem to have a companion robot, so some robot v robot action. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, and as you can notice, all of these robots have this special core, would call it. And as you could see, her dog had a blue core, all the bad robots had a red core. We don't know much about it, but it looks like an interesting exclusive.
And then Microsoft had an announcement that surprised everyone.
The team decided to tackle a feature that has been consistently at the top of your request list. And while we weren't sure it was possible, today I'm pleased to announce Xbox One backward compatibility.
That's right, so any game you own physically or digitally for Xbox 360 will be able to work on your Xbox One so long as it is a part of the backwards compatibility catalog being brought to Xbox Live.
After Xbox's news on reverse compatibility, they introduced a new Elite Performance controller that is designed to basically allow you to program every single button on the controller the way you want. Even the triggers can be adjusted so that you can squeeze them faster. This controller is comparable to Scuff's, and it honestly is not going to be in the price range for most gamers. It runs about $150, but for those people who really want to improve their game, the Xbox One Elite controller would be worth it.
Then Bethesda came out to announce Elder Scrolls 6. I've been really looking forward to this. It seems to have been set in some form of dismal apocalyptic world. It's a fresh taste on the Elder Scrolls.
That is Fallout 4. I'm sorry, folks. Fallout 4 has been announced. Todd Howard came out on stage and talked about it, and what was really exciting is now mods are going to be coming to Xbox One. As most of you know, Black Ops 3 wasn't shown at Microsoft's conference, but Plants vs. Zombies was.
I honestly I dislike this game, I'm going to tell you. They added, if you want knowledge of this game, they added new classes. I do not know what those classes are, for I do not care enough. Microsoft mixed up their E3 conference this year, and instead of raising a car from the floor, they dropped one from the ceiling. And that's all I care about Forza.
No, in all seriousness, Forza 6 is coming to Xbox One. They added new weather effects, and I love Forza. I will probably end up getting this game. It looks great. And you know what? Gosh darn it, Will, you hurt my feelings when you said that.
I prefer the McLaren.
That is a Ford GT, you son of a bitch.
Next to appear on the show floor was Dark Souls 3, and I was surprised to see this, considering Sony seemed to have close dealings with the developer when they had Bloodborne developed for them. But also, I'm not sure it's time for Dark Souls 3. I'm actually still on Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, Dark Souls is one hell of a hard game, and I damn near die every second when I'm playing this game.
And once again, The Division makes an appearance at a press conference. Not yet ready for a 2015 release. It's releasing March 8th, 2016. I'm tired of waiting, and I'm probably not buying this game anymore. They've lost my loyalty.
Fuck you, Tom Clancy! Speaking of Tom Clancy, they also spoke about Rainbow Six. Because of this new backwards compatibility, now developers are able to give us free games. So Ubisoft will be giving us New Vegas and New Vegas 2 for free if we buy this game, which is pretty awesome. Microsoft killed it with the indie titles. I mean, Sony only showed 4. Microsoft showed like 20. These are just a few of them. I really am interested in Cuphead and that one where you play as the toy soldier. That looks great. I mean, what are your thoughts on the indies displayed, Will?
Well, I'm a fan of the Ark, which is going to be coming to Xbox One and PC and the other console. But I'm also impressed by how past indies E3s that we've seen, the indies have found a place in the console market, whereas it used to be a AAA dominated market. So that shows great progress, and I'm happy to see. And we get our first gameplay look at Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. And it's going to be a timed exclusive for Microsoft, so it won't be coming to the other consoles until a later date. And the game looks beautiful. And so does my bae, Lara Croft. Looking fine as ever. And can't wait to see more of this game when it comes. Square Enix is doing a great job as far as I can tell.
For people who have been playing since the original Xbox, like myself, a big developer that was on that console was Rare, and they brought out this new Xbox One game with a whole bunch of old games. It looks pretty cool for those who want to throw back and hit up the nostalgia. But Rare didn't stop there.
You're a fan of them?
I'm not.
That's kind of rare.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see. Wait a second, Will. What's this game? What is this game?
Well, turns out we got Sea of Thieves coming. This is one of the greatest games at the E3 show floor.
It was an exclusive shown by Rare, only for Microsoft's Xbox. And I mean, this game looks awesome. You get to travel around with your friends, pretending to be a pirate. You can even kick someone off the plank. It looks great.
It is going to put Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag to shame, in my opinion. This is where you're going to be a pirate.
This is the pirate game. Arrgh.
No.
I'm sorry. They came out and talked about Fable Legends, which turns out will be a free-to-play game that will be both on Xbox and Windows 10 PCs, which almost made me care about it, but I didn't really care. And then they talked about the HoloLens, and this is going to be a new VR headset.
It's not VR.
Well, what is it, Will? If it's not VR, what is it?
Augmented reality.
AR?
Yes.
Are we really going there? Look at this. I don't care what it is. It's awesome. You can see. It's basically like you have a TV in front of you if you want. And then he just says create world on this table. And that's what he's seeing right now. The camera has this special device attached to it so we can see what he's seeing. And it's literally a Minecraft world in your living room. That is badass. That is badass. And look, you can see other players in the game. He can even manipulate it with his hands. You'll see later on. See, he can drag the entire map. I mean, the potential for this is crazy.
He can see a whole Minecraft.
Microsoft ended the conference with Gears of War 4. And the game looks beautiful, but also the gameplay mechanics seem to be revised and better than ever.
Come on.
The movement of the characters seems to be faster than they were in the previous games, which was one thing that really bothered me. And I believe and the storytelling of these games always seems to be great, so I'm also wondering, where's the game go on from now?
Thanks for watching till the end of the video. For suggestions and more, please leave those down in the comments below. And remember to subscribe for more videos. Hello there. By subscribing to this YouTube channel, you'll be able to help our friend Phil Spencer, the CEO of Xbox. By subscribing to this YouTube channel, it'll make the world a brighter place, one view at a time. And each of those views will expand Phil Spencer's smile, centimeter by centimeter, until that beautiful, glorious smile covers the earth.